Davey, points shared here in Perth after a regurged second half performance, let's say, based from the first.
Yep, sorry, I'm jumping in there, sorry. For the first half, Jen, I'm not making excuses. I think you could see quite lethargic, quite passive. They were aggressive in the press. Kind of our game management wasn't quite there in the first half, but I think you could see a wee bit of an overhang for Wednesday night. Probably going deservedly so, a goal down. Never really created much for ourselves in the first half. Couple of scuffles in the box, wasn't anything great. I think big Mo had a header, didn't he? Yep. Mo had a header, then Penners fell in the second one, but really that was it.
I think Brandon strike as well.
Wee Jamie had a good strike, but they had a 1v1. They get behind us after the first goal, which was disappointing. And then the first goal probably comes for our throw it inside the park, give the ball away.
I think that was the Jamie Brandon strike, and then 30 seconds later it's in the back of the net.
No, it came for Tom Parts, no, did it not come for Parts? He's throwing inside the goal, their original goal. I think that was after Jamie. It doesn't matter. Listen, can we defend it better? I think we can, but Sean says the boy gets a wee bit lucky, hits his heel and it kind of bounces his way. I can't remember if it says Sean's heel or his heel, but it hits his heel and he gets the break of the ball. It's a half decent strike. You're going at 1-0 at half time. Disappointed, but I don't think we deserve much more from the game. Managed to get in, make a couple of changes. Wee Jamie was unfortunate to come off, to be honest, but you're looking around two boys that played a lot of minutes on Wednesday night, because I think that had a part to play in the game. Brought Dan on, and then we get a goal, fortunate goal really, but if Big Noobs doesn't make the run, if Ayo doesn't play the ball, so it's quite direct at that point. Get a wee bit fortunate, Sean Kelly stuck the penalty away, and I couldn't have been the only one that was fingers crossed in my pocket, so it was just delightful to see that hit the back of the net. And you've got to laugh at me. When did we do it? Tuesday, going into the cup game. Like Sean, he's always hit, he's left footed obviously, and he kept putting it down the keeper's right post. So I don't like lefties when they're doing that, because the ball's out to in, if that makes sense. If you hit it 10% wrong, the keeper's going to get something off it, and it's hit the post, so the percentages he's scoring, that's my favourite one. And then, brilliant, he puts it in the keeper's left eye. So, it was actually me that said you should be reversing it, but I think what he's done, he's waited the keeper to move. I think he was going to the keeper's right, and then when the keeper moved a wee bit early, went to the keeper's left. So he stuck it away, which was pleasing. And then probably from that point onwards, I thought we were the better team. Thought we had a wee bit of the impetus. Boys got a wee lift of energy, a wee bit of momentum swung our way. And I thought we were a wee bit unlucky not to take more for the game, but I don't think we created enough with Mitov. Mitov wasn't that busy.
So you did add some creativity. Dan Mackay came on kind of half time, Stephen Kelly kind of after that as well. What kind of difference did that make to the game? Was it just a case of getting a foot on the ball a bit more? And
it's a wee bit, I'm not wanting to be harsh on the boys that came off, to be honest. Jamie's been playing a lot of football lately, and Jamie Brandon plays with a real high intensity in his game. So it's really, really difficult to do that week in, week out. Hard enough going Saturday to Saturday, never mind Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and then 2 Old Firm games. It takes a lot out of you. So I thought we just needed a wee bit of a change out there. It was nothing really to do with Jamie's performance, if I'm honest. Brought Dan on, and then I had a couple of... I thought I was going to turn it to a 4-3-3 at one point. Wee Pitts came on, really helped us in the middle of the park. Stephen Kelly picks up great wee areas, good in the ball. Big Joe was brilliant in the second half. I thought he was really good. He looked like the most offensive threat we had. So the changes helped, but again I think the goal plays a huge part in that. Goals change games for me. It's big moments in games, and I think the boys get a real lift of energy, a real surge of energy from that, and probably leave that overhang for Wednesday behind. Does that make sense? And then we face the game in front of us. They go down to 10 men, and the game actually becomes a wee bit harder at that point, because you drop into a 4-4-1, 9 behind the ball, 10 including the goalkeeper. And really the only space we've got is an outside space, and it's probably the most difficult area to actually score a goal from, in that outside area.
Was that the tactic you were trying to get on towards the back three in Shamal George, try and get down the channels and try and isolate Newbley and Mackay?
Yeah, I thought we could have been a wee bit cleverer on how we done it, to be honest. Like, for that to work, I think you've got to start at one side of the park and get out the other side. I thought we were pretty direct. If we use the left-hand side as a rationale, it was kind of to penalty noobs, but they were all over, they were shifted over at that point. We really should have got the ball out to big Luigi, worked it a wee bit into Dan, back to Luigi, into the 6 and back out the other side. But I think the game plan was trying to isolate them in the wide areas with Dan Mackay and Big Joe. I think we got a lot more success in the left-hand side, and I think that just predominantly comes from Penner's use of the ball, and 9 times out of 10 when Big Joe gets it, it sticks and he makes something happen, do you know what I mean?
You're frustrated not to get a late winner. Obviously, as you said, they do go down to 10 on paper. You try and go and turn the screw, but we never really tested meat of a lot.
No, I thought we turned the screw, but in terms of testing the goalkeeper, I don't think we've done that really. We had a couple of wee half sniffs, but nothing major. So I did think we turned the screw. I thought we kept the ball. We tried to work them. Wee bit one-dimensional at times in terms of Penners and noobs, and there wasn't a lot more to it, and then back into Holtley, then back into noobs type thing. So we could have took a wee bit more. The game management could have been a wee bit better at that point. I think we actually kicked a couple of long balls also, which wasn't ideal. They're already compact, they're in their shape, when we probably should have tried to pull them out their shape, ball at Jamal's feet, progressed it through the thirds, especially when they went to 10 men.
What were your thoughts with the red card? Obviously Liam Gordon got sent off, but just after that, Jason Holt yellow carded as well, and I think in about us we don't get obviously images of it.
Toys is never. It's a foul.
We just didn't know what way the VR check was going.
No, I knew it wasn't Holty. Liam's challenge nearly actually turned around to me just in real time, just after the challenge. That's naughty. I've not watched it back. Liam Gordon's I think he's a decent big player. He's honest as he comes. He's not went out to, if it's a red card, he's not went out to try and injure a player. It's just unfortunate. But again, I'm not so sure it helped us at that point in time. That sounds a wee bit strange. It's in the, when was that? What minute was that? 78, something like that.
Yeah, give or take 80.
Aye, something like that. And I think they fall into that shape, and then they've got something to hold on to at that point. So the game became a wee bit harder and try to progress the ball into the midfield, but definitely try to progress the ball into the opponent's box. I think the game became a wee bit harder for us, but fair play to St Johnstone.
Yeah. On to next week, Motherwell, back at the Tony Mac. What's your kind of initial thoughts going towards that one?
Just absolutely delighted. We've got a full working week. Like I look at some of the big teams, Hearts, Hibs, Rangers, Aberdeen, Celtic, and this is probably a constant turnaround for them. It's actually difficult to get your work on the park done. So we got off the bus, go to our beds at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, you're back in training, but you don't do a lot.
A wee bit of recovery, some set pieces, stuff like that.
So, you're not doing a lot. You've got one working day, an hour, by time on the park, grass time, but your intensity is really, really low at that point because you've got to watch your players. So I'm actually really, really looking forward to get into a working week in terms of the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm working, and then the Friday. So I'm looking forward to doing that in preparation, a full week to prepare for the Motherwell game. Now I'm not moaning because we've got a quarter final, but I think it's a lot easier when you are all in a similar schedule. Yeah. Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Sunday, whatever it is, but when you've got a team that's probably, they're not in the cup, it does make it difficult. I don't think sometimes fans understand how difficult that is, just from the mental fatigue and the physical fatigue. So I'm delighted just to get back into a working week.
Just final question on physical fatigue. Obviously Tom Parks got out there for a good hour today. Was it just a case of get him off with an hour in his legs?
Parks to play out of position today.
Sean Kelly as well, obviously came off just a wee bit tight.
Sean Kelly waited to a sub more, then told me he was injured. But Sean and Parksy, ideally, I don't think they should be on the park for me now. Really, I don't think they should be on the park. They should be another couple of reserve games, 15, 20, 30 minutes. But I spoke to Big Partsy. I thought they actually shaped it up well in terms of Partsy was the press on his weaker foot, and it cult us at times today, but it cult Big Partsy. So I asked him to do a job for us today. He done a job for us. He's probably a wee bit disappointed, but it's a good 60 minutes in his tank. And he'll not do me a favour again, I don't think. Nah. And fair play to him, but Sean again, we're a wee bit like Mick Nottingham, Christian Montano. So if you look at Mick can play left centre back, Notts can play left centre back, Christian Montano can actually play left centre back. So we had to actually push wee Penner's back to left centre back, and he was probably at that point one of our better attacking options. Helped him when we went down to 10 obviously, but with 11v11 it wasn't great, so it was just about getting game time into him, doing us a wee turn in terms of getting out there. Sean shouldn't have been on the park that long. Partsy probably had 60 minutes. He'll tell me he had 90 minutes in his tank because that's the kind of player he is. But I didn't really want to play Partsy any more than 60 minutes.
I think it showed when he came off. He looked pretty disappointed in general that he couldn't be out there helping the boys. I don't know if that was with his own performance or just coming off.
I think about everything. Partsy, honestly, he's so honest. He's just generally a top professional. He'll self-critique. Like, and I'll need to probably go and have a wee chat with him and say, "You've done okay." He will expect a lot more from himself as an individual, but I keep going back to him and say, "Partsy, you've been out for 18 months. This is a huge progress. You're playing in the Scottish Premier League, and intensity at times, it can catch players out." Sean Kelly's a wee bit similar. Sean's never really finished the season in great condition in terms of the wee niggles and knocks, and then the day what he played probably a wee bit more on Wednesday night than I hoped he was going to play. But at 1-0 I thought him and Stephen Kelly were getting on the ball in the second half and doing well, so I didn't want to take him off in Wednesday night because I tried, but as soon as the second goal went in I managed to get him off the park to try and protect Sean. He's probably played a lot more than he should have today, but it's about helping the group, isn't it? It's about the group, it's not the individual, it's about the group.
Absolutely, no worries Davey, thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.